Refresh.
Yeah, dude, that's my whole life right now. That's my whole life every week when we go live. All I do is just headbutt F5. Whoa! Loading channel data.
Says
Loading
offline.
video.
It still says offline to me. There, now it says live. Now it says live.
I'm live, yeah. You're good.
Hooray!
Yo, can we just have a moment for that LFG live resolution?
Bruh,
Bruh.
this is what I got. This is what I got right now. Here, let's just... There you go. There you go. I'll make it smaller so it doesn't look as pixelated.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Quality.
That's the
Quality.
business right there, dude. I don't even know where I stole this from. I think I stole this from the YouTube like page,
Solid.
because I just had to make some shit work, you know.
Right.
Don't judge me. All right,
You're being judged right now, not really.
that's okay. I got my hater blockers on. All right.
Good.
Thanks for queuing up with us today and making us part of your weekly routine. My name is Project. You're watching LFG Live. I'm joined today with Yoda.
Hey, what's up?
Yoda. Yeah. And Sinus.
Howdy.
These dudes. And yeah, we're here. We are missing our good pal Sparknuts, and the reason we are missing Sparknuts is because we played the games last night, and I'll be honest, nobody here really slept. I think Yoda slept for like an hour and a half. No, you got a couple hours, right? You got like 3 or 4 hours, and
Yeah.
I had the potential to get some hours of sleep, but you know, insomnia, that happens. Sinus didn't sleep. Spark is sleeping right now. Guaranteed. He's in the rack.
He's out.
He's done.
He is out.
But we played the games yesterday, so I definitely recommend going to Yoda's past broadcast and checking out some of the games, because we played the games. It was fun, man. We did some good things on WoW yesterday. Hadouken! There were also some. At one point in time, I had the flag, stole an ice block, had to give the flag to Sparknuts so that I could ice block in front of the mage.
Quality plays. That's what we do.
Click the ice block off and then take my flag back because, you know, reasons.
Yep. MLG.
Yeah,
That's what
dude.
we do. Quality plays. Alright, well, should we kickstart this thing off and get rolling?
Alright, so you want to start with the D3? We got news for D3
week.
today. Like every week? Alright, so
we do every week. Load it up, man.
Alright, so right now, D3 is having a community bonus event where you can go in and do bounties, and bounties, caches from bounties give you double. So when you do a bounty, if you do the bonus bounty and then turn that thing in, you're going to get 2 normal caches and 2 bonus caches. So that's really, really sweet. I hard carried the hell out of Yoda yesterday. It was a really good time. And when we turned all of those in, he had 12 of every mat. So it's really cool. Like, if you've been doing it for a while, you know that, you know, bounties take forever and they're annoying, and you know, you can just burn through them now, get all your mats, and call it good. So if you need to keep some stuff, do that.
Yeah, you need the Innis set through bounties too. So that's actually sick. So I can get some mats while we're farming my heal monk some gear.
Yeah.
That'll be sweet. Probably do that today after
Word.
LFG.
So we have fun things and not fun things. The fun thing is you can get all those mats. The not fun things, actually, I think it's hilarious, but it might not be. One is a very well-known streamer got banned. His name is Gabby Nader. There are pictures all over Reddit. Hello, puppy. There are pictures all over Reddit of Gabby Nader getting banned. I'm telling you, his face is... This is the face of 1,582 Paragon into the season. Like, there was nothing. So Gabby Netter got banned, and the reason he got banned, we're not really sure, because he says he didn't use the exploit, and the exploit was a thing with Hellfire amulets, to where you could put a Hellfire on, you would put the Hellfire on, you would snapshot the passive from it, and then put a new one on, snapshot the passive from that, and eventually wind up with every passive for your class. So if you look at all the passives and think, normally you could only use 5 of these, you can use literally every one, and they would take that into like greater rifts, right? Or just use it to like, you know, speed farm a bunch of stuff. You know, they may not have cheated to like to push at all, but you know, it's cheating. So they banned a whole bunch of people.
The matter is like exploit's an exploit. You know what I mean?
Right. Exploit's an exploit.
Yeah, if you're gonna exploit a game, you got to be ready to take the consequences. Like.
A lot of people got banned. They didn't actually say, like, because they used to say, Blizzard used to say, like, you know, we banned like 300,000 accounts, like they did with the banning of early 2015.
Honey buttering.
Honey buttering? What is that?
Honey.
Oh yeah, honey butter.
Yeah, the bot program that dropped like how many bans was it in WoW?
300,000 accounts got banned.
300,000 accounts.
Yeah,
So,
roundabout.
I thought it was closer to 500,000.
Maybe so, because
could be.
That's either way. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, either way,
that's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Lot, yeah.
Honor Buddy did shut down after that, but they made a lot of money prior to the shutdown, dude. Honor Buddy made a ton of money off of people because laziness sells, man.
It really does.
But yeah, I think I will say that Gabby Nader has openly said that he botted before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he did say he didn't. He said he didn't use the Hellfire exploit, so it could have been a botting ban as well.
Yeah. Like, and another thing too is Blizzard doesn't have a gray area when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's if you did it, you're gone. Like
right.
Yeah.
I have a buddy of mine who botted fishing for an hour and a half and he got the 6-month ban.
Right. I have a buddy that botted up until 2 weeks before the ban happened and didn't get banned because of the time frame that they were actually checking for bots.
Right.
Oh wow.
Lucky man.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
There wasn't anybody here necessarily, and his name wasn't me. So, no, really though, I've never botted. I definitely don't support botting. But I do have really, like, I did lose some really good players when the banning happened.
Yeah, that's actually when I met you, Project, is because I was on a RBG team and 7 people off my RBG team got banned.
Did you lose some folks, man? That's all bad.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, man. I think Yoda's cam is gone, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
could just be my download, probably.
I'll drop the ball.
I'll be honest with you. It's been rough times. Ooh, Lady Sylvanas. I'll whatever. We'll take Lady Sylvanas over Yoda any day of the week. Sorry, man. Love you. Bye. So that's enough for D3. Honestly, not a lot's been happening with D3. It's a dungeon crawler, right? We love it, you know, for what it is. But it is what it is, and it's not. There's not like a whole lot of news going on. Let's see. Skype is freezing. Okay. Word. So.
Yeah. I just DC'd.
Okay. Word. So we've got a little bit of Brewfest in the WoW. So we're gonna shift over to WoW a little bit. A little bit of Brewfest.
Mugs up, boys.
There might be something in this cup.
I don't know. Cheers, coffee cup.
So a little bit of Brewfest is going on. There's a couple of new toys that are out as of right now. There were 3. You can go check out Wowhead to see exactly what they are, but I think it's just the Brewfest banner, the Steamworks grill, and the
Keg pony.
Keg pony, maybe.
I think so. Pony keg.
Man, one of those. I don't know. I know the Steamworks Sausage Grill for sure. That thing's hilarious. The
Right.
Brewfest banner is pretty cool as well. And also, there's a new thing with Brewfest. If like years and years and years ago, you subscribed to the Brew of the Month Club, you can undo that now.
Oh yeah.
You can.
That's really sick.
Yeah, you can unenroll from that now because I don't know if you have been doing the Brew of the Month Club, but every time I would ever log into my wife's Hunter, to like check her auctions and things, I would see there's always something in the mail, right? And it was annoying as fuck. Like Jesus, man, there was always something in the mail every single time, and it's just like, why do you want this? Like, why? Because like
Yeah.
after a little while, once you've sampled all the brews or whatever, you get like
You get the achievement.
yeah, you get the achievement, and the achievement's over. So you can now unenroll, and to unenroll, you send an angry Brewfest letter. You actually use that, and then you're done.
Free beer, enough said.
Nico.
Yeah, yeah,
Holy
yeah.
cow. What's
Nico.
up, Nico?
Hey,
Hello,
what's up?
Nico.
I haven't seen Nico in forever. She's modding my channel.
Slight problem. I don't think my video's coming back.
Dude, just
It's
put
like
Lady
disconnected.
Sylvanas back on. It's fine. It's fine. We don't
Alright.
mind. We don't mind at all.
It's all good.
That's all right. Sweet.
Do I? Hopefully that didn't shift anything weird.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Boop. Okay, cool. Alright. It's just gonna look a little bit weird, a little bit off kilter because the picture is a different resolution, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's pixelated a little bit, but that's okay.
And then also with this little time frame, we have the Harvest Festival coming up. It's honoring the fallen heroes of Azeroth. So you can be one of those. You can honor the fallen heroes of your faction. Obviously, like ally players aren't going to honor the fallen heroes of the Horde because they kind of created them. So fuck them. And vice versa for sure. And then, near and dear to my wife's heart, she made sure that I talked about this. We have there's a pet battle buff that's going on until Tuesday
Because Pokemon.
Yeah.
I played Pokemon, so I don't really pet battle that much, but she never has, and there's like 5 million achievements with it, so of course she's doing it.
Right.
200% experience until Tuesday. And then that event's going to end on Tuesday. And from
we
that
get
point on,
BC time walking.
BC time walking. So
Yeah,
nice.
if you're a fan of the time walking dungeons, Burning Crusade, go and get a little bit of nostalgia up in you.
And I also think the reward for the Burning Crusade time walking dungeon is a normal Hellfire Citadel chest. So you do 4 time walking dungeons, and you get a chest that will drop you a normal item level piece of Hellfire Citadel gear.
It's
So that's
pretty
pretty
beast.
cool.
So if
Yeah,
you're still
that's
trying to get geared up, man, that's definitely a way to go.
Mhm.
That's legit.
So did you guys have anything to talk about before the big news announcement we're going to talk about?
I mean, you know what my favorite part of WoW is, so
All right, cool. Yoda, you got anything before we start talking about the big announcement?
Nothing this week, actually. So.
Okay, cool. So October 3rd and 4th, that is next Saturday and next Sunday, EU regionals qualifying for BlizzCon.
oh baby.
Oh
Tournament.
baby.
Yeah.
Tournament weekend has arrived.
Tournament
It's gonna be good.
arena
Weekend.
play.
Dude,
I'm excited as shit. This is going to be in Prague in the Czech Republic.
does anybody else get more excited about threes tournaments than like football? I do.
What's football?
Dude, yeah.
Right? Right?
What's
Like, why would I watch
Football?
football when I can
Foosball?
watch competitive WoW?
What?
Right? Right?
foosball?
Exactly.
What is this thing you call football?
I don't really know. I don't really know what you're talking about. But WoW Arena, though, that's happening next weekend, and that's going to be sweet. Football, I've heard stories. I don't know. I think that's a thing somewhere in America.
Guys in tight pants hugging each other, I think. I don't know. something like that.
I don't know. I've
I think it
heard.
involves feet and a ball. Yeah.
But what we can break down in a little quick summary, the best of the best in Europe going head to head to try and get their shot at the World Championship.
That is true. That's very true. The best of the best of the best of the best in Europe.
Bleach Bones.
Yeah, Bleach Bones. They've actually Bleach Bones, the last year's BlizzCon winner. They played Lock Shaman Druid. Druid specifically being a boomkin is how they won last year. They switched their team name to Banana Boat, which whatever, Bleach Bones, Banana Boat, who gives a fuck, right? But
I mean, to me they're still Bleach Bones.
I mean, yeah, they're
Just
still
like
Bleach Bones, right?
It's like whatever team Sea-Doo plays on is still Three Amigos. Like that's
Right.
just
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah.
No, dude. If it ain't Snuts, Old Man Rookie, and Washed Up Sea-Doo, then
Old
you know.
Man dude.
Yeah.
Old man
I will
Ricky.
say there is a special place in my heart for the original Three Amigos. Like plays, man.
I'm a Snuts fanboy and sub of his live stream. So I mean, you know, I got nothing, dude.
You know where I stand on Sea-Doo and Ven. They're my boys.
Yeah, Old Man
Sea-Doo.
Vin is not a joke, man. And I call him Old Man Vin because I don't know if it's actually his character, but I know that there's a mage out there named Old Man Vin Riki, and I saw him like 2 days ago on some like fighting someone at Vin Riki's ish, you know, MMR,
Right.
like really fucking high.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see. So we're talking about Bleach Bones right now. Bleach Bones added a fourth player. It's like RGH XW, just fucking letters. It's like, you know, vomit letters.
Plays every melee in the game.
Yeah, like legitimately registered. Like this guy's name is random letters, and every one of his characters are all melee, and they're all random letters, like letter vomit, right? So whoever
basically
this
what you're saying is if you want to make a subtle entrance into the LAN tournament scene, don't do it like this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like nobody can pronounce like I'm gonna call this guy like
What if-
RGH and we're done. Like
Yeah.
that's his name. You
Yeah.
know.
Let's call him Alphabet or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like-
Alphabet soup. Like
I
this.
am curious though to see how I'm curious to see how Bleach Bones plays out with that melee though.
Yeah.
Because that could break him into a lot of different things actually.
Yeah, like obviously these guys play, you know, Lock Shaman Druid, right? So they've got the potential of WLS. This guy plays Rogue, so RLS. Fucking Dancing with the Stars. Oh, dude, if we see Dancing with the Stars, I'm gonna be excited because that's
That
a
would
fun
be
comp,
cool.
dude. That's a really
Yeah,
fun
that would
comp.
be
I'm
cool.
actually there's a better comp that's in this that we're gonna talk about at the end, but
Yeah.
they've got a lot of possibilities, dude. He
Yeah,
plays
they do.
Rogue, he plays Warrior, he plays DK. Like they can play fucking Shadow Cleave, WLS.
Realistically, the Druid could swap Resto and the Shaman could go enhance and they could have a turbo also.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, you never know what Bleach Bones is gonna bring to LAN.
These guys are
Like-
good, man. Like
Yeah, they're-
like you've seen what they do. Like Looney is just he's crazy, man.
I
Like
mean,
Looney is the
obviously
best. Looney's the best boomkin like to play the game in the last several years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like proven last year.
They definitely know what they're doing. I mean, you don't just walk around with the title of like last year's world champions if you're, you know,
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah,
They
you
know
don't
what the hell they're doing.
you don't do a 3-game comeback against the Three Amigos and not be a little bit good at the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. I will say this in my boys' defense: the team that did take out Three Amigos won BlizzCon. So like if you're gonna lose, you know that's who you need to lose against. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we are talking about the regionals for EU now, so we need to stop talking about our American happy favorites.
Yeah.
Or actually not even American because
Canadian.
Canadian.
All
Yeah.
three of them.
Two out of
North
three. No.
American.
Chuck
Oh.
is.
Oh, yeah,
Chuck's
Chuck's US,
American.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like South Carolina or some shit.
Yeah.
Or like Georgia or something. I don't know. And then we've got Solari Gaming, Guys, you
Ooh.
see, like, have you guys seen? You guys have seen the actual like the list, right?
Brackets.
Like the bracket.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's 4 teams from Solari Gaming that actually made it through. They have Solari, which actually is keeping the name. They're going to be under Solari Gaming, and then you got Toxic Youth, formerly known as Solari Gaming Blue, and then Rake to Win, formerly known as Solari Gaming Black, right? And then Balanced, which is Solari Gaming Red, right? The 3 teams, Blue, Black, and Red, changed their names after they qualified, because you can't have Solari Gaming be literally every team's name.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, with 4 of them.
taking over from there, going into comp base, Solari Gaming, the main team that is holding the Solari Gaming name, has the capability of God Comp and MLS.
right. And these are
and
this is living, dude.
Yeah, this is living. Like
Living is not a joke, man.
yeah, living's really good.
Like,
and then moving on to Toxic Youth or Solari Gaming Blue, they have the possibility of Turbo, LSD3, and WLD. And this is Botar, Fabs, and Swapsky.
This is the currently highest rated team on the EU ladder right now. All of these guys, like Jofer, this team's warrior, has 3 warriors above 3K rating on EU right now. 3 different characters above 3K. Like, this team is not only not a joke, but has put in the time and put in the teamwork. You know what I mean? Like, these guys know exactly what each other, at this point, they know exactly what each other is going to do before they do it. So,
Yeah.
hopefully that translates well into like a tournament setting, because we've seen other teams that are like really, really good, really high on the list, kind of fail when they're in the they're in the same room as the other guys.
Choke.
Yeah,
choke.
Really, honestly, choke. Like choke.
I think what it is,
like
too,
choke
is
dude.
a lot of these guys that are new to LAN and play with a ton of add-ons go in and then aren't allowed to use add-ons.
True. Very, very true.
That can change so much.
That can change everything, dude. Absolutely everything. And we were kind of talking about like Yoda doesn't use any add-ons, and if you're really, really used to that, that's cool. But for me, if you've ever seen my UI, like, it's ridiculous, Like, and I know, Sinus, you don't use like a ton of add-ons, but you use some.
I'm kind
you know
of
what I mean?
medium.
Yeah.
I don't use a ton, but I do use them.
Right. Like, without the ability to track trinkets, your whole life would change, right? Like,
yeah, and really the biggest thing being heals is Omnibar, being able to track like
interrupts.
Like the main things I track are like kidney shot, deep freeze, and like on use abilities, so I can try and tell when they're setting up and I can plan for it.
Right.
That's the big thing, because like, I mean, you've seen me do it.
Oh yeah.
I can bear form almost every stun.
Yeah,
simply because of Omnibar. Like,
right, just because you know when they have it, man.
Just because, like, knowing when that cooldown is going to come back, and then I can just play in bear form, like, it's an unreal difference. Omnibar is extremely insane.
Right.
Like, that add-on is worlds of difference, and a good like way to express that is Mez. Actually, Mez doesn't generally play with an intense Omnibar. He plays with like interrupts. And one day, just to see, he like really set it up how he wanted it to work, and he became 3 times as scary.
Yeah, which disgusting. I mean, he's scary. He's scary anyway. Like, well, honestly, I mean, he's kind of a god DK. Like he's like god tier DK. Like there's like the current Lich King, the old Lich King, and then like Mez. Right, it's like right in between the new one and the old one. So like, okay, we're talking about like the highest rated team, on EU, and I really want to see these guys succeed, because I know for a fact they are the best turbo in the world online on the ladder. What I want to see is these guys succeed in a tournament setting, because if they can translate that into a tournament setting, these are going to be really, really scary dudes, right? But I will say that Toxic Youth, I don't know, man. They're youngins. These guys haven't been in a tournament before. You know what I
Right.
mean? And they're playing against guys like fucking
Well,
living. Like they're
Toxic
queuing it.
Youth has been in the last two tournaments. Swapsy's been there for sure.
Swapsky has, but like
Yeah.
some of these guys are new.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen.
No, I agree though. Like there is a lot of young blood in this year's
Yeah, yeah,
tournament.
yeah. Like a lot, a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
And they're playing against people like fucking bleach bones. You know what I mean? They had
Right.
a very high possibility of getting put against like literally the best team ever to play in a tournament, or not ever, but
My
since
response
last year.
to that though, juveniles.
Yeah.
True, absolutely true.
Juveniles were the underdog, young blood. Nobody had ever heard of them, and they clean sweeped Tempo
Mhm.
Storm.
They
Very,
clean
very
sweep
true.
the entire tournament.
They lost one game the whole regional tournament, and it was to Tempo Storm. One game.
One
Yeah,
game.
the second match.
They're going to be
Entire-
scary.
The entire regional tournament.
And that's
that is
why
crazy.
I don't think it's a good idea for anybody to run Turbo Cleave versus that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they're used.
that being said, though, like there's another RMD, like really good RMD that's part of Solari Gaming. So I wonder, like these four teams are from Solari Gaming. They probably scrim against each other constantly,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
constantly.
Right.
You know these guys are
Because-
practicing against each other.
Looking at just Solari Gaming, they only have two of the same comps on two teams.
Right.
And that's Balanced has a god comp, and Solari Gaming main has a god comp. Every other
Right.
comp is different. So they can play against a lot of different variations and get a lot of different stuff down.
Right.
And
Like
I mean that's really good.
yeah. Like
For-
their variety, like those four teams, you got to understand that like these guys have already been through the online qualifiers, right?
Yeah.
These guys have already proven that they're in the top 16 teams in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they've already proven that. So what they're doing now is, they're scrimming against each other to be ready for the guys from other regions.
Right.
And I say top 16, but it's actually more like top 32, right? Because you've got like the Asian bracket, and
yeah.
they're bringing Brazil in, or not Brazil, but South America into the bracket, right?
Yeah.
So, they're like they need that variety because Brazil does not play the same thing.
No.
Like the dudes from Brazil, like the high end players from Brazil, like they may be less known, but that doesn't make them less skilled. Like we might see an upstart out of nowhere, out of
Brazil.
the Asian bracket or
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yep.
I mean, the team that I'm waiting to get for, and I know we're still working on Solari Gaming, but we're kind of getting pretty close to the end of that. The only one we haven't talked about is Balance. So we'll wrap
True.
through Balance, and then we're going to talk about the team I'm rooting for on EU, which
Yeah.
may or may not be known as
Well,
the team to beat.
so Solari Gaming Black, they're running Jungle and FLS. They're the only ones with a hunter on the team at all
That's true.
from Solari. So like from what I'm looking at, they're actually the only team that has a hunter on the team at all. So we're seeing like the American, or not even American, the NA qualifiers sees like this guy is the EU version of
Jelly beans.
Jelly Beans,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of cool, I guess, if you're the only guy. But
yeah.
it kind of sucks, man. Like, is it really that hard? Is it that hard in the streets for hunters right now?
I think at a tournament level it is. I think regular ladder, normal queuing, they're very capable of gladiator and even rank 1 at that. But tournament level play is a completely other beast.
True.
Yeah.
And I just don't think hunters can hang at that level of play.
It's probably true. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So we're gonna get right back into the next set. There's two teams from Reawakened. The first team, the team
Reawakened
that
won.
qualified first right? Because all these guys played the first qualifiers, and then like there was a second round of qualifiers and a third round of qualifiers, right? Like these.
Can I just say the names?
Just get up in there. Get it. I
All
know you
right.
need to.
All right.
I know you need it.
These are my boys. Let me just run through this team real quick. Min Poki, No Lifer, Waz, and Zunyaki. Like, really? I think they could go all the way.
I think that's the scariest group of four people you could put together. Like, I would never want to play against those guys, dude.
I think those 4 names should never allowed to be in the same team together. Like
Jesus Christ.
It's
so scary, dude.
No Lifer, Waz, and Zunyaki. Are you joking?
These guys are so scary, dude. What is it's RMD. They have RMD, they have God Comp, and then they potentially have an RPD as well. They also have a Rogue Priest Druid, right? So like they can play like the 2 best comps in the game right now, or not the 2, but 2 of the best comps. The best comp for sure, RMD, and then they also have a bomb ass God Comp, which like Zuniaki and No Lifer are like I mean, they could probably like 2v3 some of the guys that they beat in qualifiers. You know what I mean? Like Jesus, man.
Yeah.
And
then like
another level of synergy.
And then Waz is like the arcane dream of fucking rogues. Like he's the best fucking rogue that ever rogued, you know? Like he's the rogue of rogues.
I think the big showdown is going to be Waz versus Peekaboo. So we have 2 big showdowns.
You think so?
We have 2 big showdowns. We have Waz versus Peekaboo, and we have Solari Gaming's Reds Hunter against Jellybeans.
That's true. I want to see the both teams. I want to see them. I want to see both of those teams because Jellybeans made it into BlizzCon, right?
Yes, he did.
I want to see at some point 2 jungles fight each other. I want to see 2.
Crazy,
dude. I'm telling you,
it's awesome.
It's gonna be crazy to see 4 people burst at the exact same time.
That's
gonna be so scary.
Can you imagine double Incarn and double Crows, and then just healers being like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah, and like both the healers like standing next to each other in a trap, oh my god, like literally exact stand.
Beating the hell out of each other.
It's gonna come down to like whose CC is more like flawless, man. It'd be oh my god, that'd be so fun to watch.
It's gonna come down to the Hunter and Clutchy clones.
True, very true, man.
Yep.
And then we've got Reawakened. Their 3rd team also made it, and these guys they're keeping Reawakened 3, I guess. The name hasn't changed on the website yet. I don't know if they're gonna choose another name or if they're gonna stick with Reawaken 3, but they're running. They have a hunter, a lock, like every melee in the game apparently, and then they have their healer can play shaman and HPAL. So we're looking at HLS. We're actually no. Yeah, isn't Hexer is another hunter? Hexer is another hunter. So we might maybe see a jungle out of them. Maybe, but I don't think Pancake, their melee guy, I don't think he plays a feral.
Right.
So I don't know.
I got excited, but I kind of did some math in my head. I saw Shaman and Hunter, and I was like, Beast Cleave, down goes Venruki, but then I realized like, nah, Shaman's the day we see Beast Cleave back in BlizzCon is gonna be happy, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be when in-hit shamans have a 40% execute.
Execute, yeah.
Like you get zapped for literally half your health. I don't think that's gonna be anytime soon. But those guys are good, but they were in the 3rd qualifiers, right? So like those guys are kind of like, bottom of the bracket. I don't think like there's only going to be 3 of these teams going to BlizzCon, right? So we're going to see probably this is my guess. I'm going to throw my guess out right now from the teams we talked about right now. We've already talked about the 3 I think are going to go. I think Solari Gaming main team is going to go. I think Livin's going to hard carry. Honestly, like that's my
Right.
that's my thing. I think Livin's gonna hard carry, and I think Minpoike, his team is gonna go, and
Oh yeah.
there's another potential RMD. Uh, Balanced has a shot, but I do think the Bleach Bones is actually going to beat them out. So I think Bleach Bones, Minpoike's team, and Solari main team is going to make it.
I have a very, very similar prediction as you, except the only thing is I'm voting Bleach Bones, Reawakened 1, and Toxic Youth, actually, just because I love Swapsy's play. He plays really flawlessly.
I hope they do well. I really, really do, but I don't think they're going to win out against God Comps and RMD.
That's true. That's a really hard fight.
I'll tell you what, if they
could as LSD3.
Maybe.
LSD
LSD3 has a really good shot. I don't know, man. We'll see. Like, because Solari Gaming brings like legitimately 4 solid teams to the table. Like all 4 of their teams qualified in Qualifier 1 and Qualifier 2. The only reason the Qualifier 2 guys had to wait till Qualifier 2 to do it is because Qualifier 1 was where Minpoke was. Like honestly. And then I want to talk about the last team. Honestly, these guys were the last to qualify, right? And it's hard to say it out loud that this is actually my favorite team of the tournament, because these guys play one comp, and it is hands down my favorite comp that I've ever played in WoW ever. And it's also because I play all 3 of the classes in it, right? Feral, Death Knight, Holy Pally. These guys play Ebola. The team name is 3 languages, 1 team. All 3 of these guys are from different places throughout EU. They all speak different languages. They play Ebola. They are fucking amazing. These guys are the shit. Honestly, like this is the hardest comp in the game to play at a high level, because it's really simple. It's really, really simple. Like the comp is really, really simple, and it's hard to play at a high level because it's double melee. You have a Feral and a DK, right? And it's honestly at a high level, it's really easy to peel a DK. It is.
Here's the thing about really simple at tournament level.
Right.
Simple to play is simple to shut down.
True. Absolutely.
Easiest way to put it.
And I want this team to do so well, but God, dude, it makes me sad.
Comp or RMD though.
Yeah, right. Against an RMD,
it's
like
sketchy.
I don't know, man. Feral DK Holy Pally is just rough, man. It's so rough. But they do bring a lot of they bring damage. They do the things. This is the comp basically works like it works a whole lot like Turbo does, except the Feral is the warrior, right? And the DK is the purge bot. Right. It works a lot like Turbo that way. But I don't know, man. We'll see how they do. Dude, if these guys make it to BlizzCon, I will lose my shit. I will actually wake up my neighbors. Like, honestly, man. These guys are amazing. And that's all the teams that are going to be in there. We got the 2 Reawakened teams, the 4 Solari Gaming teams, last year's BlizzCon winners, now known as Banana Boat or Bleach Bones, whatever you want to call them. And then 3 languages, 1 team, man. Which 3 languages, 1 team, you guys haven't seen these guys before. You might have seen them in last year's regionals individually, but not together, right? These guys are pretty new blood. I don't know, man. This is going to be fun to watch. I'll say that. And it is going to be October 3rd and 4th, which is next Saturday. Don't remember the times, but who cares? Just, pay attention. Go to their thing. I'm sure like 2 hours before they start, they'll have a starting in fucking hour and 59 minutes, So that'd be cool.
You won't want to miss it.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to miss this one.
You don't want to miss that.
You do not want to miss this. This is going to be so good. Dude, can anyone beat Minpoike's team?
No.
Minpoike's RMD against Cubsy's RMD BlizzCon finals. RMD v RMD. That's my prediction. Like I'm calling it before BlizzCon starts.
Yeah. I'd like to see that, you know. I'd like to see just crazy R&D versus R&D.
Like, send us what you got, dude. You think that's how it's gonna go?
I like Cubsy.
But
hold on, let me.
This is hard, isn't it? This is hard.
I like Cubsy, but Min Poike, No Lifer, Waz, and Zunyaki. Like,
yep.
Cubsy.
Throw your hands up in the air.
Love you,
Cubsy,
buddy. Cubsy, you're great.
Never-ending Incarn. All I'm saying.
That's Jesus, man, this is gonna be scary as shit. Like, honestly, can you imagine being on the other end of that team? Like, I can't even. Like, either one of those teams, honestly. Like, who wants to play against either one of those teams?
Here's the crazy thing about Reawakened 1. Reawakened 1, most people have to play a mindset game with what comp they're playing, what classes they're gonna play, what specs they're gonna play. Reawakened 1 plays a mindset game as, yo, look at our names, you just queued into us.
Right. Like
That's their mindset game.
I have actually seen Minpoike win because somebody saw his name and left.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen that before. That's, I don't know. This is gonna be fucking good. So look for the Ebola. Those guys are gonna be hilarious to watch. Like, even if they lose, they're gonna have some of the scariest games. They're gonna have some of the scariest games to watch. That's gonna be fun. And they probably will lose to an RMD at some point during the tournament. But if they don't, like, these guys are scary, dude. It's gonna be fun. So I think that's it. That's all we got as far as like news and thoughts and stuff for the week, right? As far as like WoW news specifically and D3 news specifically. We do, though, have a little bit of news about LFG. Sinus.
Hi.
Is our healer.
As of yesterday? 2 days ago? My
he's
blurred.
What's up?
My days blurred.
My days are blending.
Have a Resto Druid.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
man.
I'm maining Resto Druid, guys. If you want to see some Resto Druid gameplay when I get back to Washington State, I will be streaming that on my personal stream. So there's some Resto Druid gameplay. Obviously, Project with the classy as hell Death Knight gameplay on his personal stream. Yoda rocking some Enhancement Shaman stuff, and actually a lot of other games. He's playing some Ark. Really cool game. I got to check that out this morning on his stream. We hung out for a little bit. Definitely go check that out. Obviously, Sparknuts, the Fire Mage, who could not be here with us today because he's asleep.
Nap time.
Gotta get the shut eye, you know.
Yeah.
Partied too hard last night into the morning. So.
Yeah.
He was actually pretty. He was partying pretty hard last night.
He was.
Let's be real.
He was partying harder than I was.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, he goes hard, dude. I can't. I got nothing about Spark last night. That was pretty solid, dude.
It was good time.
He was having a good time.
So, with me being healer, we are going to be playing some Shadow Cleave. We're going to be playing some Liberty, and we will see you guys on the ladder.
True. RQ is popped. We will see you next week. I'm gonna go fourth.
Beast mode.
Beast mode.
I'm gonna go play my DK a little bit.
Right.
There might be some twos to follow this. See you guys next week, man. Peace.
Yo,
and look for the videos. You guys on the
Yeah.
on the YouTubes. Look for the videos, the gameplay videos, because we're gonna be doing those soon.
Before we bounce out for the day, and after we say thanks for queuing up and whatnot, we are going to throw out another shout out to our bros over at Gamers League for all the support and what they do. They're really awesome. If you don't know what Gamers League is, go check them out at gamers-league.com. And
I'm going to put that in the chat.
Put that in the chat. You can get anything from guides to macros to basically anything you want to know.
All the things,
really,
dude. All the things.
Yeah, really good website. Really good guys. Definitely go check out Gamers League.
And it's not just WoW either. It's definitely not just
right.
WoW.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, are we going in queue?
I think.